Tonight, from First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Jaguars take over first.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags.
22-yard line.
And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And I liked what his head coach told us about him this week, that no matter what happens, whether he throws 7 interceptions or 7 touchdown passes, he's the same assertive leader in the huddle on each and every play. He can throw the 7 interceptions, just blame the football, blame anything else, and still carry himself like he is the man.
It's like you, assertive in our production meetings.
Well, especially when we're talking about ordering dinner, ordering some snacks.
I was just going to say.
That's where I go.
Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's third down. Operating from the gun, Cook. And that will be incomplete as well. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Oklahoma product, Baker Mayfield, trotting out there now with the rest of this Browns offense.
It was so interesting in the run-up to the draft to talk with different scouts. I got one to tell me that in his notes he wrote down, Mayfield, brash, happy-go-lucky, plays the same way, barely restrained improv act that frustrates opponents.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Allen able to get him for a loss of about 3. So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. Oh, and this will be caught at the 30. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 39 yards there. A big one.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
Escaping the pressure right. His throw caught at about the 5. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Joe Schobert on the tackle. It's a loss of 1. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Mayfield. Flushed out right. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Yannick Ngakoue showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not...
Well, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
Baker Mayfield.
We always talk about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal? That's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. And his kick is indeed good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead.
Makes the score. Browns.
So they'll likely get a few more drives before we see the 2nd team, but a good start for the first unit with 3 points.
Yeah, good start, and now they want to see them build on it because you're exactly right. They'll get a few more drives at this stage of the preseason. Can they continue to evolve and add to what we just saw in the first drive?
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
At their own 31-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, Cook. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4.
Hard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
A gain of 4.
4 down. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Nick Boyle. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4 down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down.
He was brought down.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3. Jaguars nothing.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line.
He's taken down.
It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
1st down, Jaguars.
Ingram going to get it on the option.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Operating from the gun, Cook. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jarvis Landry there to make the grab. And the Jaguars have taken the lead. And he's a little bit on the shorter side as a receiver. Maybe sometimes for the defense, tough to find the little guys, right?
Yeah, sometimes they get lost in the traffic, but usually what it means is that rather than just winning with height or even speed, they use their quickness to find a way to get open.
Well, tall, short, wide, skinny, whatever. There it results in a touchdown.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at
the Cleveland offense ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never known an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. Couple of plays sent them the wrong way, and now they face a 3rd and 14.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Jags take over in terrific field position. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cook looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A very solid gain of 27. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun.
Number 24, Nick.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
By Miles Jack. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Throwing, Mayfield.
23-yard line.
That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And once again, the Browns are back in front.
The kicker on for
a strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic, and it sounds almost trite. But the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just now a loose football. The ball comes out, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And oh, he coughed it up. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
No coach or team's ever happy when someone has a turnover, but if there's ever a good time to do it,
preseason.
Yeah, right now. You know that come regular season, he's going to be ready to go, and maybe he'll remember, yeah, I don't want to do this when it comes time for the games to count.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Browns 17, Jaguars 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
First and 10 at their own.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Charles, it's the second quarter. Your team's losing. You're not playing well as the quarterback, but like I said, it's the second quarter. So how worried right now are you?
You're concerned, but you're not panicked because you know there's still an opportunity. No one's excited about his stat line right now. One touchdown pass, okay, that's cool. But he's throwing an interception as well. Can he eliminate the mistakes and keep making the positive plays, the good plays? That's what they're looking for from him.
Time to find out if he can do just that. The throw there finding its way to Boyle. Now the ball comes loose. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down. The linebacker Miles Jack able to knock that one away.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3.
He's going to be stopped here with a penalty marker on the field. I'm not sure what this is about.
Face mask. Defense. You got to be smarter than that, man. Come on.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
That's into the hands of the tight end, Boyle. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. To throw again on 2nd down. Cook. The open man is Westbrook. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Now Cook throwing on 1st down.
A pass underneath for Fournette.
That catch good for only a couple. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cook. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. We have hit halftime. Still 2. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
And long.
Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half.
And this carries into the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
The linebacker, Miles Jack, able to knock that one away. They go with Chubb on second down. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 88 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2.
44's Mike. Check.
Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful. And the formula there on the two-point try to go 5 wide, not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
At their own 36-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing again on second down. Cook. He completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
From the gun, Cook. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Ingram. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
Number 27.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Myles Garrett.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A gain of 32 that time. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. Over the middle to Beckham. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Odell Beckham.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked the ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. On the move to his left. He finds Beckham complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
I'm seeing a lot of guys shaking their heads on defense right now, particularly in the secondary. And when you see that going on, that is never a good sign. But it's understandable. They've been shredded so far.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Jacksonville.
From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 34-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Cook. Throw left side complete. It's Ingram.
Cook's pass.
Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And Charles, we get a look there at the draft class for this offense. What do you make of it?
Well, overall, I like the balance of the guys that they selected because, to me, they got a few guys who can step in and play right away, which is exactly what...
And he can't get away from the pressure. Cook goes down. Mack Wilson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the 3rd quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom. He took advantage of it. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. A lot of effort there for just a 3-yard gain, and now 2nd down. Flush to his right. Escaping the pressure right. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
He was able to get away earlier in the drive, but apparently all the time they put in practice finally came to the front, didn't it? They remembered their lessons and found a way to contain him when he took off on that one.
Buying time to his left. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line jump. And it's going to bring up 4th down. And the head coach reaches for the red flag, tosses it down on the field. He wants a challenge here. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag
down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a and they'll get this well past midfield. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. That catch good for only a couple. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And this is picked up by the Browns. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
On the option, here's Minshew. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Minshew. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
Minshew's pass complete to number 13.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. The D-tackle Sheldon Richardson came barreling in for the sack. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
2nd down and goal.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they get the football, but not much on the return here as he stopped at the 7-yard line. For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on 1st down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if he picked up the 1st down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop.
Yeah, not like college.
Right. If it's college football, you want to 2nd and 1 is probably better than picking up the 1st down because in college football, the clock stops with every 1st down. It actually aids the defense in that situation. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
And now he's going to use his legs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
I think it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think the fan base is hoping with this young rookie that they can put some wrinkles in this offense like we just saw.
I think you're exactly right, because we did have that discussion that what we've seen in the past from them, they needed to broaden, and they have done it here. Look at what he's bringing to their offense, and now as a defensive coordinator, you've got some extra work to do to prepare for him and their offense.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great
Tonight, from Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Jameis Winston and the Indianapolis Colts versus Baker Mayfield and the Cleveland Browns.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cleveland Browns and the Indianapolis Colts. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we take a look at the Colts entering play. And I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game, there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the Browns here, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet. And both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Moore now on the return. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the #1 overall pick back in 2015 out of Florida State, Jameis Winston.
What you like about him? Guy loves football. Flat out loves it. Has toughness. Wants to hang in there and play through just about everything, and walks that line between creativity and being able to take care of the football, taking those chances and not. When he figures out exactly where that line is on every snap, look out, folks. Jameis Winston will really ascend as a quarterback. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a first down following a gain of 3. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
It's 3rd down and 6.
Jameis to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
Take over 1st and 10.
Here's the Cleveland offense, and here's Baker Mayfield, former Heisman Trophy winner, ready to go at quarterback.
Is it okay if I give him a few props right here? Do you mind?
I think he's earned it. Go ahead.
Okay, how about a guy who was a 2-time walk-on, who later became a 2-time Big 12 Player of the Year, has the most touchdown passes in Big 12 history with 129, a Heisman Trophy into his credit, and took his team to the college football playoff semifinal twice while at Oklahoma.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Mayfield on play action. He'll buy some time right. His throw caught right around the 6. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there. They'll force the incompletion.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And that is going to be incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Colts are going to take over with a football. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 9.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But it's going to be 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Go, go, go. 58 to Mike. 58 to Mike.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. 3rd down here. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Third down, Winston. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the second time. Able to spin free. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. He can run for it, and he will. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports.
Gillen in punt formation for the Browns.
And look at this, it's a fake. And he's not going to get to the marker. And that's a turnover on downs. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Let's hope it's not anything that'll keep him out of the opener. We'll be right back. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call it?
They said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here. They'll toss this right side to Mack. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Well, they ran the toss, trusting he had the speed to get to the edge, and he did.
And there really wasn't any doubt about that, because the scouting report told you that this guy could flat out run. When you give him a little bit of space and a chance to get there, he usually does.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And the end result was a Marlon Mack touchdown run.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee, as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
They're on the 16-yard line.
The Browns set to take over.
They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. The Browns drive about to get started. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
4-yard line.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off. and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
That's caught. It's John Hightower.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. On 1st and 10, Nash. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Number 35.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Eluding the pressure, Ryan. He may try and run for this.
The quarterback on the scramble.
As a rookie quarterback, that's exactly how you endear yourself to your teammates. Give it up for the cause. It's also how you end up on the training table, too.
Yeah, it's a catch-22. Coach doesn't like it. Teammates love it. Where do you fall on it?
Well, I fall on wanting to endear yourself to your teammates, but pick your spots. Be smart about it. They need you for the full season.
Yeah, the rookie's going to learn as he goes. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Operating from the gun, Nash. Throwing left side, it's complete.
Nash's pass.
And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Nassib, give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game.
Tight end Harrison Bryant, the intended target.
And that'll make it 3rd down. From the gun, Nash. Escaping the pressure right.
That's complete to Hightower.
And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, they start out with Mack. And a nice pickup as this one gets him to the 10-yard line.
Number 25, Marlon Mack, the ball carrier.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Out of the gun, Brissett. And a quick throw here, that's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the shotgun, it's Brissett. Over the middle, complete. It's Mills. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Brissett on 1st down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up 2nd down.
And incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
They'll throw again. Brissett to the right side, and he's got more complete. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. So we are halfway through here in the final week of the preseason. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. One more half of preseason football to go. And then all eyes will look ahead to 1 week from tonight, the annual NFL kickoff game. And that promises to be a dandy. In our game, the starters are long gone, but still some intrigue to see guys trying to make a late roster push as we get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. This will make it into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your...
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory. But the other guys held up. They did. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Intercepted. The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. From the gun, here's Brissett. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first... one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. Well, let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards.
Gain of 34 yards. First down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
3rd down.
And it's complete. Hooper. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That is first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. His throw caught at about the 5. Yeah, the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Fielded right around the 8. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball.
And as he throws, he lost the football. It's loose.
Baker Mayfield sacked. A fumble on the play.
When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on it.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start.
And he's going to go down again.
Sack.
They were trying to set up that screen, trying to get that screen to formulate. Took too long.
Ends up taking a sack, and that leads you to a couple of other questions. Number one, why don't you just get rid of the football near the screen, guy, so that you don't take an interception? But really, the big one, they just took everything away, and he was really kind of flummoxed on that play and ended up taking the sack.
A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Let's go.
And they'll begin by running the option. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Offense. We can't have that.
Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there.
Here we go. Hurry, hurry.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
A run for Nick Chubb. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the third quarter. 3 quarters in the books, and that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A first down throw from Mayfield. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
All right, partner, I'm a defender, but I've got to express my admiration there. Moving around, making it happen, and instead of worrying about protecting himself, he goes and gets the first down. I've got to give it to him on that one.
Normally, you don't want your guy taking shots, your quarterback, but it's winning time here in the fourth quarter if he needs to make those plays when the legs go ahead, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. At this stage of the game, all protections, they're off.
29 is Mike.
On second down, Mayfield again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for the Michigan Wolverine, Donovan Peoples-Jones. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this, when I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Well, that's the 4th time that they've tried to go for it on 4th down. They've only converted once, Charles.
And obviously not a good percentage. And if you're going to go for it on 4th down, you think that you've got the right play dialed up. You can't be stopped. Your momentum's going to keep going. But 1 for 4, that tells you that you need to look at things in a different way, and you need to tip your cap to the defense. They've done a great job.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
The Colts on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Brissett. And this is caught. He hits more.
That's good for a Colt.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively a backbreaker. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
There on the tackle. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9. At the Browns.
They keep it on the ground. Back again. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
The Colts on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 10. Now Brissett. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. On the corner blitz that time, the sack goes to Denzel Ward.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for the loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away.
1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Mayfield. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now he'll pull it down. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And the Browns are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. The lone man in the backfield here is Chubb on 2nd and goal. Mayfield looks to throw toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 1.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50, the 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need pressure. Comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's one heck of a 3rd down conversion, a pickup of 39. Here's Mayfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, second down. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now Mayfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Mayfield off the play fake. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his second of the game. Instead, 4th down.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though. Now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough.